when you check out couples and you try to find out what's going on between them when they have issues, statistically, like 90% of marital issues or even relationship issues is
always
sex
start
based.
from sex.
Yeah.
Always start from sex. When the sex is crap, you'll be like, shit.
Sex is crappy, and even when it looks as if it's something else that caused the fight, by the time you dig deep, you
notice that is the
everything
important
is
part
still
of
taking
it.
you back to sex.
So I've seen this kind of stories where men are actually gay,
Okay.
right? But they are married to a woman. And they live together in the same house, but the woman would not know. It takes time for they just notice that they don't really have sexual attraction, and at some point they will now get to know that the guy is gay. This things like that is so common. Like I'm sure you've experienced a lot of it. Like they are married though, but they are guys or they are married though, but they actually they are more attractive to another guy like them, right? Like how do you take care of situations like that?
So, there's one thing that I usually encourage, and all of this too, it started from the fact that people are shy to accept who they are. They are shy to express themselves. Most couples, they just go into marriage or relationships without talking about their sexuality. They don't talk about sex. They don't want to talk about that aspect at all. So, some people consider good looks, God-fearing. Of course, everyone wants a God-fearing person, so no offense to looking out for a God-fearing person, but then we are more about the money, good looks. Then when you now get all of that, you now see that there's something that is more important, that is the big deal really in your union. So if couples actually talk, just imagine you have let's create this scenario now. So we want to get married, for example, right? Or we just I met you here at PLVD Lounge, and things started going on well, and you're beginning to take interest in me, like, oh, okay, I think this babe, I'm going to marry her. Oh, I'm going to marry him. We should talk about sex. Do I like boys? Do I actually find myself getting attracted to men? Do I like anal? Do I like vaginal sex? Do I like oral? Do I like it crazy? Would I like to do threesomes and all of that? You should talk about these things. Of course, it looks weird.
It's weird. It is weird.
It sounds weird. It sounds like, hey, all hell will let loose. But talk about these things. Now, the reason why you're talking about these things is because your partner. What if your partner would never agree to such, or would never want to accept who you are? How are you going to cope with that in marriage? Do you understand? So when you try to shy away from these questions, right, and you pretend or you assume that all will be okay, then you get married. Of course, we all know that the first year of marriage, second year, everybody can form now, and you want to be yourself, just want to just try to make things okay. But the real you, your real partner, you will begin to show yourselves years after, and this is where the problem always come in. So you come up like 5 years after or 3 years after, and you're like, I'm thinking we should do a threesome, and you're looking at your husband or you're looking at your wife like, are you all right? Where is this coming from? Or your partner just tells you, I think I would can we try it now? And these are the little, they look little, like it's not a big deal, but these little things are what actually amount to big things and cause a lot of problems. So when I have couples that come to me in this situation, so you are gay and you still, to me, I feel it's selfishness, or okay, don't let me conclude it's selfishness, let me call it ignorance, because it's just now in recent times that people are accepting the fact that we can talk about sex. So you've gone deep into the relationship, then you're now realizing that, oh, maybe if I've
expressed myself before now, you would have known.
So if now you are just discovering that is who you are, I feel that, because I'm also a therapist, I feel that there is nothing that therapy can't solve. It's just a mind conditioning. It's a mind condition. It can be reset. It can be worked on. Yes, it might not be immediate, but with time if you are also willing, it can be worked on. So if we have a couple that maybe the husband is gay, for example, so you begin to see that you are more attracted to men. First of all, why did you even marry your wife in the first place? But then let's say it's ignorance, like, oh, I have to get married, or I don't understand.
I wouldn't even say it's ignorant. I think many of them it's based on societal value and pressure, what the society expects from you,
which is unfair. It's unfair because when you're attracted to your gender, for example, I mean, there's no way your wife won't feel left out. It's even more painful. I'm just imagining now, like, I should just no, I'm not going to take it. Do you understand? But then if you find yourself in such situations, it's first thing, when it comes to therapy, we usually always, a therapist can't force the client. So you can't force your client to have a mind reset. Okay. So we believe that
a certain kind of ideology.
Exactly. But for you to even reach out to a therapist in the first place, it means you're willing for a change. Yeah. So if you reach out to a therapist, I believe that you can get the change that you want. And in this case, if the gay person, whether a girl or the guy is, you want a change, the other partner, the partner should also be willing to assist, because you're not just going to wake up and say, I'm not interested anymore. It doesn't work that way. It's gradual, But then this is to all our, if you know this is what you want. Some people are stubborn too, whether you tell them to see a therapist or not, like, men, I enjoy hanging out with men, like man to man, and there's nothing anybody can do to it. Then just divorce your wife and let her find a happy partner, someone else in peace. But some people are selfish, some people are selfish. So you want to have your wife, but at the same time you still want to be
I think what they do is they want to keep the wife for the status. That's why I said societal status influences many people, because how would they see a 40-year-old man, right, and he's single, right? And it's better to be single instead of putting that person into that predicament.
Single, honestly.
Yeah, but because of the societal pressure, many of them would rather put the woman in the house and turn the woman to a couch. Like, they just look at it,
and still be getting down with.
Oh, goodness. There's so many men out there. So and we live in a society that they do not embrace such.
Exactly, because if you were in a society maybe out of Africa where such are celebrated, you'll be able to,
in a place like US, it's legal.
It's
legal to be gay.
You'll be able to come out and so instead of putting another woman in a box, it's just better. It's Mr. Kule that you feel you want to be